pressure's off her this year. She's got some size on the inside, and 6'6" Stephanie Soares. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Two of the best talents these two programs have ever had. A lot of folks think two of the best teams they've ever had at Iowa and Iowa State. Home whites for the Hawkeyes, cardinal and gold for the Cyclones. And what will likely be the last head-to-head between Clark and Jones, unless they meet up in the NCAA tournament. Here is Caitlin Clark after the Ashley Jones miss. Czinano mid-range for two.
We won't expect the shot clock to be a factor. Bill Fenley for Iowa State, the head coach, likes to script the first 3 sets to see how Iowa is going to defend certain actions, and then he builds his offensive game plan off that.
That should be a good matchup inside with Czinano, and here is the newcomer, Stephanie Soares. For Iowa State, the transfer has had a huge impact in the paint for them. Clark, the pick, the roll, Czinano with a couple of buckets early.
If both these teams keep the ball in the middle third of the floor, it is hard to guard the two-man game. They both have outstanding three-point shooters. Neither one guards the three-point line very well. Expect there to be a lot of space and a lot of opportunity to operate for both.
There's a look at Bill Fenley now in his 28th season. Last year, a school record 28 wins. They made it to the Sweet 16. They love to shoot the three. They're outstanding free throw shooters. And they need to knock down some of those. Lexi Donarski and Danae Fritz have been chilly from outside the line the last couple of games. As Iowa State starts out 0 for 4 from the floor, Clark rejected on the drive. Numbers for the Cyclones.
Well, there's the first adjustment that Iowa's going to have to make. You can't just get all the way to the rim with the shot blocker Soares inside. Stephanie Soares, 6'6", the senior, the transfer from an NAIA school. Right now, she's 4th in the nation in block shots at a little better than 3 a game, so you can't over-penetrate in the paint.
Clark pulls up off the mark.
You know what, Beth? That's the logo that I think Caitlin Clark's going to have to get to more tonight in this matchup, is the one in the paint.
The Big Ten logo, not the Hawkeye at midcourt. She has that kind of range. Emily Ryan, 5th in the country in assists, running the point for Iowa State. Shot clock down to 5. Still searching for their first basket. They open up 0 for 6.
See, Caitlin Clark is guarding Danae Fritz, and she was all the way over helping to discourage the entry to the post. And then she got out to recover. Fritz is going to have some open shots. She's going to have to make some tonight.
Czinano working on Soares, goes to the hook, and Monica. In the win over Wisconsin the other night, she was 9 of 10 from the floor. She starts out 3 for 3 tonight.
One way to handle going against a shot blocker is to bury them in the rim, and that's exactly what Czinano does with most post defenders.
Soares steps away. Jones scrapping for the rebound, and it comes out to Clark. Caitlin, logo 3. Her first attempt of the night from out there.
You know that these Iowa Hawkeye fans sit on the edge of their seat in this building watching Caitlin Clark.
Soares hits the triple, the senior from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
We were laughing about Soares, watching her today at shoot-around and before the game. I didn't see her take one post-up shot. I didn't see her shoot a hook shot. All I saw her shoot threes the whole time.
Bringing the international flavor. Both these teams combine for almost 23s per game, so we expect to see an awful lot of that tonight.
And Iowa
foul off the ball on Soares.
And so, Beth, to finish that point, is Iowa is 248 out of 350 teams in defending the three, and Iowa State is 333. So it's going to be flying tonight.
There's Lisa Bluter, the Naismith Coach of the Year a couple seasons ago. Top 5 in the nation in active wins, now in her 23rd season. And the win the other day over Wisconsin tied her with C. Vivian Stringer for the most Big Ten regular season wins in history.
And congratulations to Coach Stringer on getting the court names at Rutgers.
Spent a dozen years here at Iowa City.
So I think Iowa State's getting good shot selection. They just are not converting.
Yep. Off the bounce, Kate Martin is turned away. Here's Molly Davis, the transfer from Central Michigan, whose minutes are picking up. O'Grady goes to the left, around and out. So both coaches going to the bench here in the first quarter to get some fresh bigs into the ball game, with O'Grady and Morgan Kane on the other side.
I like it. A rivalry game, high emotion, get everybody a little sweat going, get them all involved and having a feel for the rhythm of the game.
Here's Ashley Jones. Steps back, short. Wow, 1 for 10 to start for Iowa State. Clark off the bounce, taking it all the way. One of the best in the game at getting to the free throw line. In fact, more attempts than anybody else, about 8 per game.
I mean, if you sit back and wait till she comes to you, you're already on your heels. She is so good going right, so good attacking the rim. And she's put on a little bit of muscle. We were giving her a hard time today at shoot-around. She says she's about 151.
That's 8 pounds of muscle. There are the numbers. I mean, hits the glass, can dish.
Coming off a triple-double, her 7th of the season. Prior to that, a 45-point game in here against NC State in a losing effort.
Debbie, I think you're one of those of the belief, I am too, that they are much better off if she maybe drops 30 and everybody, and a couple other people can give them 10 to 15 and get the balance.
She takes 19 shots a game. Yeah. She's going to look to shoot it. And Monica Czinano buries Soares, 6-6 in the rim. How about that offhand hook shot? You gotta love it.
7-3, Iowa on top early, courtesy of Monica Czinano. Good showdown tonight, Debbie, with her and Stephanie Soares.
Oh, I love the size of Soares at 6'6", who can shoot the three, very good in the trail, in the pick and pop, in the middle third, in the slots, and then Czinano. Footwork, the work before the ball comes in, buries defenders in the rim, shows hands and numbers to the basketball, shapes up nicely. It's a really interesting matchup. The other side of that is Czinano has to guard Soares on the perimeter. You know, most bigs don't like to chase another big around.
Last year, Monica led the nation, shooting 68% from the floor and was named an honorable mention All-America.
4 of the last 5 years, a post player from Iowa has led the nation in field goal percentage. That would be Megan Gustafson, who was the other, whose jersey's hanging in this building. Zone by Iowa off the timeout.
Naimir Dew can't knock it down. 1 for 12 to start the game for Iowa State. Clark and Jones, by the way, still looking for their first baskets. And Ashley Jones actually on the side right now. Off the bounce, Davis scoops it up and in.
Let me tell you, this Molly Davis right here, a big-time scorer in the Mid-American Conference when she played at Central Michigan University. I watched her many times. I was always intrigued by her high-level skill set.
She has a knack, according to Lisa Bluter when we talked to her today at shoot-around. Very savvy on the floor. They throw the double at Soares, and Czinano ties her up, and the possession arrow gets it to the Hawkeyes.
So now Bill Fenley knows when Soares goes to the block, they're definitely going to bring the double. Now you've got to play through it, because what you want to do is throw it down there, draw 2, reverse it to the other side for an open 3.
Fenley will also get Soares and Jones back on the court. Bought him an extra minute coming out of that last timeout.
Donarski's got to stay out of foul trouble. She's probably the best defender that Iowa State has on the perimeter. You don't want to put Jones on her.
That's number 21 defending Clark. Her pass is picked off. Donarski got in foul trouble in their North Carolina game, and that's when things turned against the Cyclones. And they lost a 17-point lead and lost the game. She can't wrap it around there. On the run, Warnock pulls up. Off the window.
See, can't take it all the way to the rim. Shot blocker there. Beautiful use of the glass. I love a pull-up jump shot in transition. Off the window.
Donarski off the bounce. Back out to Jones, trying to relocate. Stolen by Clark. Caitlin Clark in the trail. Warnock, no. Jones, short. She starts out 0 for 5 in the ballgame. Wow, 1 of 14 shooting for Iowa State.
Yet Iowa can't separate.
Clark drops it off for Czinano. Another block for Soares, and then she bothered the second shot. Altering the game in the lane right now. Emily Ryan out of Claflin, Kansas. And one.
You're going to mention Claflin, Kansas. You know I'm going to bring up Jackie Stiles.
It's my assist.
Jackie Stiles went to Claflin High School in Claflin, Kansas. How could there possibly be 2 kids that come out of there scoring that much?
Wasn't Jackie's dad the high school coach there?
Yeah, Pat.
Pat Stiles?
I think this is a good job of Bill Fennelly taking Ashley Jones out for a second, right? He's over there having a long conversation with her.
Tendency maybe to do too much in this kind of game?
Just let the game come to you. I don't think she's forced anything, but see, she's going to come right back in. So, you know, you give her a chance to get a breath and say, hey, listen, you don't have to do everything. Just play hard and do your thing.
Clark. Boy, she and Caitlin 0 for so far to start this one. Gabby Marshall with the nice defensive play forces the turnover. So here comes Jones back on the floor.
Sometimes you just need to take a deep breath, and you know, it's the last time playing in the rivalry. Obviously, she's from here. There's a lot of people in the building that have been following her career since she was a young kid.
The Little Hawks of Iowa City High. She is the active career leader in points in her 5th season in the NCAA. And only Aaliyah Boston at South Carolina has more rebounds amongst active players than Ashley Jones does. Has put up some big numbers, over 2,000 and over 1,000. Good screens to free up the shooter, Lexi Donarski. Beatrice Jordow was the screen setter. That's a new frontline player added to the lineup tonight, returning from injury for Iowa State. Clark, the fade. Hard off the back iron.
Well, I don't know how that pass got cross court.
Wow. One thing you know about Jones and Clark, they don't worry about missing the last shot. They're still going to take the next one. And there it is.
No conscious. And maybe that little break that Bill Fennelly gave her might make a difference.
And they have rallied to tie this game. A reach-in foul, and the Cyclones will have a crack at the lead here after they trailed by 8. And a slow start for the 2 All-Americans, Jones and Clark.
Oh, but don't turn away, because
is that only going to make them mad?
They both have the wow factor. Why do you think all these people are in this building tonight? They are ticket-selling players.
They are filling the seats. Jones trying to get 2 in a row. Soares with the rebound, but it's Clark right there. Can she get her first bucket before the break?
You literally have to get 2 hips, 2 shoulders in front of her. And she's going to hold for the last shot here. It's good clock management.
Trying to end an 8-0 run for the Cyclones.
They're shifting to a zone, which I like. Bill Fennelly, good change.
And now the response from Bluter, shouting out a new play to run. 5 on the shot clock. Czinano. Warnock, step back. Well, they got it out of the hands of Caitlin Clark, and the miss. And we are tied at 11 through the first quarter in Iowa City.